We've come to the point in the trip where I need to do a little organizing of my yarn. So I'm going to show you all the yarn that I have in our RV and how I store it and where I store it. It's not the most glamorous thing, but you asked, so here we go. Here is what my yarn stash looks like when I'm in an RV. Right now, I'm just kind of setting it up by the things that I need to have access to and then things I don't need. So that I need access to, because she's adorable. These are all the projects that are next up on my list. This is projects that are in progress. This is projects that need to be finished. They're in the finishing stages. And then here's where I'm just kind of organizing. So I have things semi-organized by what brand they are or what yarn they are, except for these. I haven't organized these. And these I know I replaced. I decided I don't think I'm going to be working with these. I'm going to be working with the cotton instead, the Nifty cotton instead of the Noble cotton. And some of this stuff, like this, is actually from Florida, so I don't need that right now. I kind of have a box going right here. This is stuff that I know I'm not going to be working with. This was a film project that I worked on, and I'll probably end up getting rid of that yarn, but in case they need another duplicate of it, I want to have it handy. So these will probably go into here right now as something that I don't need, probably not on this trip. I just forgot to take these out, and so that's going to kind of be that area. This is stuff that I'm going to be doing for a future project, probably not on this trip, so those are probably going to end up going in there. And then I'm kind of working on just getting everything organized. I've got all of this. This is all for one ongoing project that I'm continually working on. This is yarn that I kind of threw in last minute because just in case I need. Probably won't need it. This I forgot was in the truck. So this is actually really good to have because I'm working on a project with that yarn. And I don't know what's in here. Oh, I know what's in here. Okay, so this is also part of an ongoing project that I'm working on. Don't need it right now. And then in the bathroom, this is my filming station on the road when I need to film overhead stuff, tutorials and things. I try to get the tutorials filmed back at the condo, but if I can't, that's where that is. This is my mic for recording audio, whether it's VO for my videos. These are my little bits of leftover blocking pins, blocking mats. All of that goes up here. Now that's our TV. And then behind the TV, there's this big cubby space. All of this yarn here was left in the RV for when we were in the RV full time. I'm probably not gonna mess with that. It's really hard to reach, so I'm probably not gonna mess with that. I'm gonna leave that there and put the things that I need back there for now. But as you can see, that's just shoes. But as you can see, I've got quite a bit more yarn than I need. But any knitter or crocheter knows you can never have enough yarn. So I'm going to continue working on this and yeah, do a little organizing because it needs some work. Okay, so I got a little bit organized here. I've now moved everything that I don't need into that box. It's a bigger box. That'll go in the back of the bed of the truck. And now I've got to figure some of this stuff out. I think I have everything pretty much organized for now, for at least getting things back into the truck and putting them up into the cubby. So I'm going to show you how I have it organized. Most of this yarn is going to be used for my temperature blanket that I'm working on. Not all of it. Some of the colors are for a different project. This is now my box of stuff that I don't need right now. I'm actually going to tape this box up so that I know that I just don't need that until I get back home to our home base. Same with this box. It's stuff that I brought that I thought I was going to have time to work on, and I'm just not. So that's going to get taped up so that it goes back to the home base. This was actually left in the truck Just gonna put that back in the truck, don't need that. So 1, 2, 3 boxes are gonna go in. Oh, and this right here, this is for another project that I'm not gonna be working on right now. I have a little bit of space left, so I might not tape this one up yet, just in case I need to put some stuff in there. And then all of this, including that little ball of fluff, all of this, and all of this is stuff for projects that I'm going to be working on in the very near future. And then this is stuff that if I get all of that done, which I probably won't, but if I get all of that done, this is yarn that I can work on for new projects that isn't big projects like what those are. So this is going to go up into here so that I can access it pretty easily, and then I can also see what I have right there. All of that is gonna go up into there as well, but for now I'm gonna get these boxes taped up and out of here. So those are packed up, ready to go. One of the other things I do when I have a project in mind for yarn is I take a spine point Sharpie and then I write on it what project it's for. Sometimes if it only has a color name, I'll also put the color it is on there, and that way I know what color that is. And so if you see me writing on my labels, that's what I do. Okay, I'm gonna call Garner and have him come over and help me get these boxes back into the bed of the truck, so I'll show you what that looks like. Don't judge how dirty our truck is. It does need to be washed. Luckily, I have this big strong man to bring my boxes over. Thank you, baby.
Got the guns.
Yeah, it's bright out.
Just down there for now.
All right. Yeah, I don't need access to either of those, so those can be pushed to the back or whatever works best for you.
Give them to the neighbors.
Hey, don't give away my yarn.
Yeah, I can try.
Can I give away your board games?
How dare you? How dare you? Hopefully we won't need these anytime soon. Okay, let's see if this closes. Like a glove.
And that is where we store some of my yarn, most of my yarn, much to Garner's chagrin, but he's a good sport. Are you being good? You leaving Mama's yarn alone? Why do you look guilty? You being good, baby? All right, finish organizing this for me. And now it's time to organize what I have left, and I organize it in different ways. I organize it by, I'll put things in here that I'm not, oh, what's that? Oh, okay, the ball yarn. I put things in here that I'm not quite ready to work with, but I need to have fairly soon. And I think I'm gonna use this box to put, I don't know. Let me think this through. Okay, so on my laptop I have my list of all my videos and the hats that I want to have done for them and the patterns that I want to work on. So I'm going to be looking at my laptop and seeing what order I need to have things done in. So it's like I need to get this done first, and then this, and then this, and then I'm going to organize them in order somehow into this. I got to figure out how. Okay, so I'm gonna mess around with this a little bit and let you know how I decide to organize this. I am officially all organized, so let me walk you through how I got this organized. All right, so this was a bag of yarn that I had just purchased, and that can now be garbage. This is yarn that I'm going to need to access. It has plans, I have projects for it. It's in my schedule for filming and knitting and all that good stuff, but I don't need it right away. This is stuff that is not in my schedule yet, but I know I'm going to need to knit them up, and so that's here that I'm going to be able to access. This and this are things to work on right away. This here is still stuff that I just need to finish, some projects that just need to be finished off. This is my mom's in town visiting, so this is a project that we're going to do together, so that's going to be just kind of fun. I got to wind that up. And there you go. I now have an empty bed with a fluff ball still on it. All of this is empty. I still need to put this stuff away, so I'll show you how I organize the top bunk up here with some of that, and then I'll be all organized and ready to go. All right, your guess is going to be as good as mine if I can get all this to fit up here how I want it to. So this is my filming tutorial stuff. So it's my overhead lights and camera. That's gonna go in there. This is the box of yarn I wanna have access to but don't need right away. Pretty good so far. Next I have my blocking mats. Oh boy. And my mic. Ugh. Then I have this bag of yarn that I want to be able to access. So far, so good. Okay, now I have the mic stand to go with this mic. Blocking pins. Blocking pins. My bag of sort of extra little knobs and ends. Spray bottle for blocking. I think we might have everything up there. Hold on, let me look. Okay, I got 2 extra bags and my yarn cozies. I'm gonna put the link to these in the description. If you do not have yarn cozies and you travel with your yarn, these are the ultimate thing to have. I'll put the link in the description, but these keep my yarn super secure and safe and clean. So I always have a good stack of these. So definitely check the link in the description below on where you can get these because I love them. I think that might be it. Let me show you what it looks like. All of that nice and organized. And then I have this here that goes like that to keep it kind of from falling out in the RV. And then my hats and these go here. And there. And now that is all organized, easy to access. I just pull this stuff off and boom, right there. RV is starting to look a little cleaner. And now this basket, I'm actually gonna put this yarn in it. And then this basket goes here, like that. This bag, well, this I need to clean up a little bit. I need to wind some of this and get it a little bit cleaned up so it'll at least zip. But that's gonna go there. This bag, oh, needles, my favorite needle set. I'll put the link to these in the description as well. These are my traveling, these are the only needles I have. I gotta put those away over there, but this is literally the only set of needles that I have, whether I'm traveling or not. this is what I have. Tuck those back there. And then this right here. There's a bag for garbage. And voila. I have all of my yarn organized. All of that is gone. All of that on the floor is gone. Put some trash in my new trash bag. Grab my knitting bag. I keep my knitting bag usually like right here on a hook. I need to put those away, and that's it. It wasn't pretty, and I apologize that it wasn't nice and lovely, beautiful filming, but that's the reality of living in an RV. You have very small space. I had to kick Garner out in order to be able to do all of this, and him not be in my way or me not be in his way. And there you go. There's my yarn, all organized, ready to be knit. First wound, then knit. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're a knitter or a crocheter that loves to travel, this is the channel for you. I'm Krista. I'm on a quest to check off 1,000 bucket list adventures. This beautiful RV is one of the vessels taking me on those adventures, and I will see you in the next video. Click subscribe, click like, it helps so much and I appreciate it. Bye, I'll see you in the next video. I mentioned the yarn cozies in the video, and so now I'm going to show you how I use them. So I've already wound up my ball of yarn, and then I like to take the tail and just tuck it in like that. Then you take the yarn cozy, put it over the ball of yarn, or I guess the cake of yarn, and pop up. And now your yarn is nice and protected. It's not going to get dirty. And then you just pull from the center. And that is how you use a yarn cozy. I use these all the time. They're great for travel. I love these, and that is the ball winder. The link is in the description below. Thanks so much for watching.